Hi, welcome to Ebenezer Gate Pocket Park. This space was created by architecture students from the University of the West of England, working in collaboration with the local community groups and Bedminster Town team. It's one of 48 different projects that we've undertaken with community groups within the city and around the region. And we conceive of this as a live architecture lab as part of our hands-on Bristol work, which brings together architecture students with community groups to make positive changes within the city. The idea is that through these projects, both students and communities create knowledge and exchange ideas and expertise. So far, over 200 students have had the wonderful opportunity to learn directly from live projects and all the complexities that they entail as part of their architecture course. This helps them to gain real-world experience, to build their CVs, but at the same time really benefits communities by helping to build capacity to participate in transforming their environments to better suit their needs. So we've worked with over 38 different community groups, not-for-profit and charity groups, and see the project as a way to demonstrate how a successful university-community collaboration can deliver socially sustainable projects in the city. So it's a win-win collaboration.
So for the Ebenezer Gate project, the real challenge was opening up a site that hadn't been opened for 20 years and getting the community involved in imagining what the space could be. To do this, the students held a series of events and engagement activities and tried to get people's interest in the site and for them to suggest future ideas for it. What came out of this was the idea of a storytelling park with a series of spaces where people could sit and where people could enjoy this space, which is off the high street. So a big part of the project was actually getting communities involved in this space so that the local community could take it over and run it themselves once the university and the students left. So the students presented the idea to Bedminster Town team, who took their drawings and took their illustrations and applied for funding from the Department of Communities and Local Government and were successful in their bid to make this a pocket park. Once funding was received, the site was cleared with the help of local people, and the benches were installed and the park was opened with this amazing event with a local storyteller, local musician and cake and biscuits.
Well, I've lived in Southfield for over 30 years and I walked past these gates very often and always saw that they were closed and the area behind it was absolutely full of rubbish, and I was always intrigued as to what was behind it. Then I saw a poster last year about opening up the space and volunteers being required to help look after the area. And I was really interested to get involved, so I came along on the first day, helped to clear the area and met the other volunteers and was inspired to become an Ebenezer Angel, which is the name that we've given ourselves for the guardians of the Pocket Park.
As a project, it's moved a long way since the very early days. We've had Lloyds Bank here, who've done a community day. We open the gates regularly for community events in the local area on North Street. And my colleague and another Ebenezer Angel, Carmel, has been very busy applying for various grants, which we've been successful in getting. So we've had a little bit of money just to develop the space around you.
So we participated in the Making Lewis Festival, where we were about 12 students, and our task was to convert unused Turkish bath building into a community festival space or an exhibition space. It was quite a difficult task to get the community to come and engage with us and engage with the project. So we had these random ideas where we had these soap bubbles coming out of the windows because everybody who would walk by would then realize, okay, there is something happening in the building. We had posters outside. We had two students going on their bikes with, they had makeshift, a poster lock made behind the bike. And yes, we went and talked with the community and yes, told them about what we are doing at the Turkish baths.
So Up Our Street, who are a Bristol community organisation, contacted us and asked us to create a report of green spaces in Easton and Lawrence Hill so that we could try and encourage local residents to start to change their own environment. So we surveyed green spaces in the area and we looked for opportunities for development within those areas, and we looked at community groups that were existing that could help us along that path. We proposed a green space for Easton and encouraged local people to help design it.
Hands-on Bristol is a brilliant live architecture lab project. It's a project that responds to the university's civic commitment and provides the opportunities for our architecture students to engage with community groups to co-create and co-design solutions to problems that our community group colleagues have encountered. What it does is engage in placemaking in the city and provides the opportunities for students to gain new knowledge, new skills, and practice those skills and new knowledge with groups who are living in our city. And at the end of all of this, a student doesn't have work that is just placed on the wall. What they have is a real design with real people making a difference to people in Bristol.